In 2007, construction workers building a luxury apartment complex in the heart of Kyiv broke through an old brick wall. What they found hidden in the darkness wasn't just an empty basement. It was a terrifying piece of erased history, a forgotten underground black site used by the Soviet secret police. Welcome to Ukraine Revealed. I'm Vlad, and today we are going deep underground to explore a place where people simply disappeared. And wait until you hear how this exact place of terror saved lives in 2022. Look at these yellow bricks. This massive structure was originally built in the 19th century as a military fortress to defend the Russian Empire. But the fortress never saw a real battle. Instead, its dark, isolated tunnels were repurposed for something much darker. When the Soviet Union took control, these underground corridors fell into the hands of the NKVD, the brutal precursor to the infamous KGB. Just imagine. Right above us, modern life is going on. People are drinking coffee in restaurants and walking their dogs. But down here, isolated behind thick walls and blocked windows, a completely different reality existed. Look at these heavy iron hooks on the ceiling. Look at these sealed exits. If you were brought down here in the 1930s, there was almost zero chance you would ever see the sun again. The 1930s in Kyiv was a time of intense political repression. Thousands of innocent people, intellectuals, and political dissidents were targeted by the regime. Because the Soviet secret police destroyed most of their archives before the collapse of the USSR, places like this are silent witnesses. We know from historical records that those who faced harsh interrogations in underground cells across the city were later secretly transported to the Kyiv forest on the outskirts of Kyiv, a massive hidden burial site for victims of the regime whose lives were tragically cut short. For decades, the truth about these underground sites was buried under concrete and state secrets. For years after its discovery in 2007, this space sat empty. In 2021, local teenagers broke in and accidentally started a fire, leaving these walls charred and black. But in February 2022, when the Russian invasion of Ukraine began, and sirens wailed across Kyiv, the history of this dark place took a massive, unexpected turn. The residents of the luxury apartments above needed a place to survive the bombing. And they came down here. Look at these wooden pallets. This is what remains from 2022. A place built by a totalitarian regime to break people, suddenly transformed into a shelter that protected Ukrainian families from modern attacks. History came full circle. Walking through these cold corridors today gives you chills. It's a stark reminder that history isn't just in textbooks. It's literally beneath our feet, hiding under modern cities, waiting to be found. If you ever visit Kyiv, there are professional guides who can bring you down here to touch this history yourself. What do you think about places like this being preserved? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to Ukraine Revealed to uncover more hidden stories. See you in the next video.